Thank you so much, Rich, for joining me. We're so excited to feature you in our newsletter. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. It's nice to be talking to you as well.
Awesome. So a couple of questions I have for you to jump in. The first one would be, what's your title of or the name of your business, and what type of business are you currently operating?
The business is Massage Beyond, and as the title suggests, we are massage services, but we go beyond. So it's massage, physical therapy, energy work. It's a little bit of a thought process of not one size fits all anymore, and it's more about the global package and looking at it holistically as well.
I love that. And how long have you guys been in operation?
Since 2013. Yeah.
Amazing. And have you always have you been an entrepreneur just in this realm, or have you had other businesses? How long have you been an entrepreneur?
This is my first foray into entrepreneurism. My family, my mother has owned businesses as well when I was growing up. So I it was not hard to look at it this way, but it also wasn't my initial thought of that's what I have to do.
Yeah.
I would say I always looked at things in the sense of things can be done better. So I'm always trying to figure out that, and that just led me to kind of being an entrepreneur and handling a lot of things myself.
I love it. So entrepreneurship sounds like wasn't always your goal.
No, I always was really great at and really happy being part of a team of some sort. And entrepreneurism was just really a byproduct of always looking at a situation and saying there's a better solution for that.
I love that. And so in being an entrepreneur, there's a lot of ups and downs. So what would you say is one of your proudest ups or proudest moments as an entrepreneur so far?
Oh, my business is very insular, or it can be, because you're dealing with one person at a time, no matter how long that is, whether it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours. So I'd say my proudest moment in that would be, getting the accolades from people that are from all walks of life, as well as people that are in your same field.
Mhm.
That's always a good feeling to know that, okay, I'm not only good with the client, but also people that are in my field respect me and look at what I do as helpful.
100%. It's always nice to hear from your clients, but to get that feedback from a fellow, in whatever industry you're in, that's when you know you're doing it right. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. And then at what point did you feel like, or you realized you needed to bring on an assistant to support you?
I think I always knew it probably within the first year of working for myself. I was very resistant just because, you just go, oh, well, I have to do this myself, / do I have the money to really allocate on someone else? Small business is one of those weird worlds where you can macro really easily,
Mhm.
if you set it in your mind properly, right? Like you can keep it micro much more easier because you just hold on too tightly, and you
Yeah.
try to do everything yourself. That's not always the best route, but it's the easiest to do.
100%. I talk to hundreds of entrepreneurs every month that are telling me that same thing, and I'm like, but what if it were easier to actually delegate? So yeah. Any tips for bringing on an assistant?
I would say allow yourself to be led. As entrepreneurs, we excel at what we excel at. And what that means to me is that we're really good at two things, right? Like 1 to 2 things we excel at, and other things we do mediocre, some things we do horribly. but we ask our clients all the time to trust us because we know better in this field. We actually have to do that for ourselves when it comes to hiring an assistant of any kind. You guys excel at this, so we should step back and let you do what you do very well and kind of hold our hands and tell us, let's go this way.
I love it. I love it. That's a great tip. And then why did you choose ChatterBoss? What was it about us that really made it feel like a fit?
I heard about it from a friend of a friend, and once I had that initial talk with you guys, I was sold. It wasn't about, this is called a virtual assistant, but it's a one-on-one with your assistant at all times in any way, except for in person. That doesn't really matter that much anymore. If I can see you, if I can hear you, and I know that we're on the same page, that solves 90% of our issues. So, it was the face-to-face and having that connection and knowing that, okay, you guys understand what my issues are and have a multitude of fixes, and we can actually become better and more efficient at what we do together.
I love that. You're so well spoken. I love it, Rich. So last question. Any tips for other entrepreneurs in general?
Get out of your way. Small business, we talk about all the time, is anywhere from one person, yourself, to 100 people who are just under that. I think that a lot of us stay in the 0 people to 3 people range for far too long. We're holding on too tightly to things that we're not supposed to be doing. Allow yourself to grow and allow, the possibilities are endless if we actually just do what we're good at and let other people do what they're good at.
I love it. That's 100%. I think there's a study that was done that entrepreneurs are doing like 30 to 70% of administrative things that do not require their skill set and that could be delegated. So it's 100%. I love everything you've said today. Well, thank you so much, Rich, for your time. It's so valuable and appreciated. We love supporting you and we just appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys really are doing a great job, and more importantly, you're showing other people how to do it better. And I think that is a thankless job. I think that some of us are good at thanking you for that, but most of us probably aren't. The efficiency of a small business is so important. So you guys are that linchpin that really is throwing small businesses into high gear. And for a country that's so focused on small business, we don't look at the moving parts enough. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Rich. Amazing. Thank you for your feedback and your time. I hope you have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day again, and just enjoy it.
All right.